This is Inside the Griffins. Welcome back to Inside the Griffins. I'm your host, Rob Morison, running back coach here at Seton Hill University. Today I have the great pleasure to introduce NFL alumni and Defensive Coordinator Roosevelt Williams. Coach Williams, thanks for joining me.
Glad to be here.
Now, Coach, I alluded a little bit to your NFL alumni. Can you tell the fans a little bit about your path from high school to college to NFL and now coaching that sport?
I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida. Went to high school, played football, was fortunate to get a scholarship, play football at Tuskegee University, which is in the state of Alabama. People know Tuskegee from, the recent movie Red Tails and Tuskegee Airmen, all that good stuff. Great history, great football tradition. Ended up getting drafted out of there. Played a couple years with the Bears, couple with Cleveland. I know the Pittsburgh Steelers fans are mad right now, but played a couple years with Cleveland and also finished with the Jets. So that was good. Once I retired, was trying to figure out what I wanted to do and started doing coaching. Coached my first couple years in the school in Atlanta. Job from Widener posted. I applied for the job and, that's how me and Coach Collins, ended up working a couple of seasons together at Widener. I left last year and went to Southwest Baptist in Missouri. Coach Collins ended up, getting the Seton Hill job, gave me a call, and I'm back with him.
Fantastic. We're excited to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Now, we talked a little bit previously with Coach Eager and the offensive side and philosophy and scheme offensively and the spread offense. Now a lot with the college and the high-powered offenses coming around, like with the Oregons and Cals, but as the saying goes, defense wins championships. And being defensive coordinator, can you give us a little insight into the philosophy and the scheme that you and Coach Collins are trying to get instilled here?
The defense we're implementing here is more of an attack style defense. Getting after the quarterback, playing fast, playing physical, and most of all, playing fearless. When I say playing fast, it's all 11 getting to the ball, creating turnovers, getting to the rock. When I say playing physical, winning your one-on-one matches. And, just being a bully, man. And, when I say playing fearless, it's just going out, having fun, just playing ball, not running back, making mistakes, just flying around. And once you do all those three things, good things happen on defense. So it's more of a attack style defense. With blitz, we play zone, a lot of zone pressures and all that stuff. But, it's basically just all 11 just getting to the football, creating turnovers. So.
Now after being around your coaches in the NFL, Steve Wilkes, Chuck Pagano, just to name a couple of them, how have they helped mold you into the coach that you are now and kind of what you believe in when you're coaching on the field?
I feel I have both of those guys in me. Starting with Chuck Pagano. Chuck, he's more of a more laid back, emotional type coach. You see when he was diagnosed with leukemia, how he was more laid back, he didn't panic, and I think the Indianapolis Colts organization did a great job of supporting him and his family. And Chuck, he's more laid back type coach. Coach Wilkes, he's more of my father figure. He's with Carolina now. He's more of a more fiery guy, more of a motivator. He was the one that taught me how to backpedal in college, so he's more of that type guy. But one thing I can say about both of those guys, they're great men, and plus they're great teachers. They teach you the game. When I was at Cleveland, Chuck Pagano, he was my defensive back coach, so he was a teacher. Coach Wilkes, he was my defensive back coach in college. So those guys are great men and great teachers, man, and that's what I try to emulate my coaching off of. I can be laid back, but at the end of the day, I can be a fiery guy too. So great men. They're great men.
Now you talked a little bit about Coach Pagano, Coach Wilkes,
Mhm.
being your position coach and teaching you some of the tricks of the trade. Now,
Right.
now you stepped into the other side of that. Now you're the coach. Now
Right.
you're teaching the
Right.
tricks of the trade.
Right.
You know, playing in the NFL at the elite level, the
Right.
best of the best, playing corner.
Cool.
Now you're coaching the corners
Right.
as well as being defensive
Right.
coordinator. How has that helped you to relate to your players and kind of pass on some of the tricks that you learned in the NFL covering Randy Moss type athletes where sometimes you get beat and sometimes, you know, you learn something by actually being there doing it. Does
Right.
that help you pass that along?
Of course. The good thing about it is, with my guys, which is the cornerbacks, I know how they feel on certain plays. Like you said, I know how they feel when they get beat, you know, and that's come from experience. So when they do get beat on the play, I know what to tell them. I know how to motivate them. I know how to snap them out of that situation where they're not thinking about that play. They're just moving on to the next. So me playing cornerback and all that other good stuff, how I teach my guys and how it's basically how we prepare. Because when I was in the NFL, how I prepared to stick Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, it's the same kind of blueprint I give to my guys, how to prepare when you're about to guard guys in the P-sack. So it's a plus for them. They enjoy it, you know, they're able to pick my brain and all that good stuff, and it's a good thing. It's a plus on both sides.
Now kind of expand to the whole defensive view. We just got out of spring practice a couple weeks ago and got the 15 practices and 15 installs. How did those installations go for the defense? How the guys pick it up and transition that to the field?
Well, it started off a bit slow, you know, first couple of days because we implement something new to guys. It's a new defense, new terminology, new philosophy. Started off slow, but once, you know, as it progressed and guys just started getting used to everything and it started being second nature to them, everything went great. Guys started flying around and guys started, you know, asking more questions and it was good. But it started off a little rocky, but once guys got the hang of it, it started looking better out there. We got a long way to go, but, you know, it was a plus. It was a plus.
Well, Coach, I appreciate the time you taking to sit down and talk with me, introduce us a little bit to the defense. Now, fans, remember, Seton Hill University starts the season at Fairmont State on September 5th at 7 p.m. Our first home game is a week later on September 14th against East Stroudsburg at 6 p.m. down at Offutt Field. Make sure you guys get down to Offutt in downtown Greensburg. We look forward to seeing you all there. Remember, you can follow all your coaches on the coaching staff on Facebook and Twitter. You can follow Coach Williams on Twitter at Coach Roe Will, SHU, and on Facebook at Roosevelt Roe Williams. Thanks for joining me. See you next time on Inside the Griffins.